Tā, labdien, cienījamie klausītāji. Es paņemšu vēl otru mikrofonu. Tā, ir kā parasti jāizceļās mums Inovācijas Sviestā ar kaut ko. Un viena no tām lietām ir, ar ko mēs Inovācijas Sviestā parasti izceļamies, kā jau mēs teicām pagājušajā gadā. Mums tā pieeja ir, kad inovācija var būt gan kaut kas labs, bet inovācija var arī būt tad, ja kaut kas sajiet galīgi sviestā. Kā parasti jau vienmēr visbiežāk sajiet sviestā, bet cerams, ka šoreiz tas nebūs šis gadījums šogad. Un, kā jūs redzat, uz skatuves es stāvu ar diviem mikrofoniem. Viens ir tāds ļoti moderns mikrofons, bez vada droši vien, jo te vada nav. Un otrs tāds arhaisks no mikrofona laikiem ar vadu. Un jautājums ir, kāpēc? Un atbilde ir tāda, ka inovācija bieži vien ir ļoti labi sen aizmirstās vecās lietas, kas šobrīd atgriežas dzīvē, citā paskatā, citādiem efektiem, un kādreiz, kas mums likās, ka tas ir kaut kas ļoti arhaisks un neinteresants, tad pēdējā laikā tas sāk palikt ļoti aktuāls un interesants un būtisks. Un tāpēc mēs arī šo pirmo paneli Inovācijas Sviestā šogad sāksim ar tādām ļoti interesantām tēmām. Un, ja varētu palūgt uzlikt pirmo paneli uz ekrānu. Un kāpēc mēs tieši izvēlējāmies šos paneļu tēmas, kas ir saistītas ar ilgtspēju, kas ir saistītas ar nākotnes skatījumiem uz 2030. Gadu. Šo ļoti maģiskā schēma, ko jūs visi zinat, esat arī redzējuši. Un tas ir tas, kur it kā mums būtu visiem jāvirzās. Un ja mēs tā skatāmies uz visiem šiem punktiem, tad ļoti daudz, kas ir saistīts ar mūsu labklājību, tā ir skaitā ar mūsu dzīves kvalitāti, ar mūsu produktiem, visiem, kurus mēs lietojam ikdienā. Un ļoti būtisks tas visā ir pārtika, bet papildus pārtikai ļoti būtisks ir arī tas, kā šī pārtika tiek iepakota un kā šī pārtika arī tiek pēc tam šis iepakojums arī pārstādāts un cik mēs esam atbildīgi. Un ja mēs tagad paskatāmies uz šiem maģiskajiem 17 ilgtspējas mērķiem, kas it kā jāsasniedz visai zemeslodei, visai pasaulē līdz 2030. Gadam, tad viens no punktiem ir tāds 12. punkts – responsible consumption and production. Atbildīgas patērēšana un atbildīga ražošana. Un šī sakarā mēs esam aicinājuši divas dāmas, kuras ir jau mums šobrīd uz skatuves. Viena no kundzēm mums ir apmeklējusi no Lietuvas, tāpēc paneļa diskusijas un viss paneļa prezentācijas būs angļu valodā. Bet, ja kādam kaut kas nebūs skaidrs, droši prasiet latviski, atbildēsim. Živile Ramoskiene no uzņēmuma, kas nodarbojas ar uzņēmumu iepakojumu un ražošanas sistēmu auditu, ja es pareizi sapratu. Un otra mūs pārstāv Lana Ozola no Latvijas uzņēmuma, kurš ir veiksmīgi sastrādājies ar šo uzņēmumu Lietuvā un ir ieviesuši viņu ieteikumus, auditētos ieteikumus ražošanā, jaunu produktu iepakojumu ražošanā. Tagad es atkārtošu to pašu angliski. We are very happy to see our guests from Lithuania, Živile, who will introduce us about audit systems, about packaging audit systems and why it is needed and what can the benefits can be for the companies and how the companies should work with this or maybe should not work. What are the challenges? And also Lana, she is representative from Latvian company who has worked with Lithuanians and they have achieved all these audited and suggested goals. They have implemented them in their production, in their manufacturing, and they will share their background of this implementation and audit process and also to share their knowledge and how it was working or maybe not working or challenging or not challenging. But before we are going further, can we put the Slido? If you are interested to ask some questions, you are more than welcome. You can scan the code or you can go directly to the Slido, print in the number, and you can ask the questions online. But now we can start with the presentation, with the first presentation from our Lithuanian colleagues. Please, just a second. Yes, the stage is yours. It's open. Switch on. No, you can speak. Okay, and how to click it?
Hello. So let's start. Now it's okay? Okay. Let's start. My name is Živilė Ramoškienė, like I was represented. I am Reciclas auditor. And with more than 20 years experience in plastic industry for manufacturing, sorting, collecting, and recycling. Today, like you understand, we will speak mostly about plastic packaging and about Reciclas and about packaging and packaging waste regulation. Shortly about Reciclas. Reciclas was launched in 2018 by Plastic Recyclers Europe. The main target of Reciclas is to do plastic circular, and this we can to reach using more and more recycled material in the new plastic packaging, and also doing the packaging more recyclable. Good thing is that this set of methodology is based on the science, and also in creating of this methodology was included a lot of brand, very well known in the world, a lot of manufacturers, a lot of industries associations. And of course, this methodology gives for market certification, which help for us to have traceability, transparency, and the trust between all actors. If we are speaking about plastic packaging and packaging waste regulation, it is quite new, came from the end of last year, and brings from the market really huge revolution in the packaging. For example, before that we have packaging and packaging waste directive. Now we are having packaging and packaging waste regulation. Before we have document approximately 30 pages. Now we have near 300 pages. Packaging and packaging waste regulation has goals, main goals. And the first is how to reduce the packaging waste. The second, how to increase circularity. And the last one, but not at least, is how to harmonize all legal framework across the all Europe market. Today we will choose 3 points from this packaging and packaging waste regulation. This is very important for plastic packaging. So this packaging and packaging waste regulation brings such rules like from the 2030 all packaging have to be 100% recyclable. The second thing that all packaging have to have recycled content, and also very important thing that we will not have greenwashing for our customers. Step by step, the first point about recyclability. So, like mentioned, from 2030, we will live with the new schemes for the plastic packaging. At this moment, I don't know how it is in Latvia, but in Lithuania we have recyclable or not recyclable if we are speaking about the packaging. And from 2030, we will have 3 classes of recyclability. And the last, of course, one will be for non-recyclable. It is important for taxes. As now, of course, we have taxes differences between recyclable plastic and not recyclable, but from 2030 we will have more taxes differences between these classes. How to evaluate recyclability? It is not so easy, and we are waiting the second part of the packaging and packaging waste regulations, which is planned to come from 2028. However, at this moment, we can to share that a lot of things is coming from recyclables, and we hope these things will be shown in this packaging and packaging waste regulation methodology. This methodology will include all parts of the packaging, from caps, from main body, from labels, from inks, from barriers, but also it will include the products which is in the packaging. So we will evaluate total packaging with their products after use. For example, if we compare two bottles, two the same bottles, however, in one bottle are oil, in another bottle are water, after use, we all understand that these two bottles have different clear. In this case, these two bottles will depend to the different recyclability class. Packaging and packaging waste regulation not stop with their goals from 2013, and from 2035, in this evaluation will be included infrastructure of collection, sorting, and recycling, which is in the country. And from the 2038, in the market, we will see only the packaging who can to be in A or B class. Today, one of my main target is to ask you to start this journey and start from the first step to evaluate your packaging class at this moment. What kind of packaging class is your product at this moment? And you can use Recyclass online tool, which is very friendly use, and also good news that it is free for all customers. Next step, when you will receive the evaluation, you can to think how to improve your packaging and how to increase your packaging recyclability. However, if you would like to speak about your product class, this online tool, it's not confirmed. It is only for your use. However, if you would like to announce for the market about your packaging recyclability, you have to certify your product. The second thing from packaging and packaging waste regulation is recycled content. From 2013, all packaging, including food packaging, have to have waste recycled content in their product, in the packaging product. So you can see that year after year, these targets are higher and higher. Only in this way we can to create great circularity. If we will use not virgin material, if we will use recycled material also. Very important thing is taxes. Taxes, always taxes for the business is important. And at this moment, you can to get smallest taxes for such countries like Spain, like Italy, like Belgium, like UK. If your packaging, plastic packaging has not less than 30% of recycled content. Very important thing for businesses who is selling the products with plastic packaging to Spain market, and their packaging has 30% of recycled content. So if you would like to get the deduction of the taxes, your packaging have to be certified from 2024 year. The last thing, it is very important, is green washing, and of course one of the target, one of the goal is to stop this green washing. And not only packaging and packaging waste regulation is seeking this, also is coming the new directive, Green Claim Directive. And this Green Claim Directive brings for us such rules, especially for businesses which would like to write the sentences on their packaging, that packaging consists of recycled content, that packaging is recyclable. All these sentences have to be confirmed by accredited and independent auditors. So it means these packaging have to be certified. Today I would like to say that packaging and packaging waste regulation brings for us new rules, and we have to understand that we all are in the same boat. Brand owners, manufacturers, recyclers, sorters, and also we like the customers. We have to understand that brand owners will ask for manufacturers to produce the packaging by the packaging waste regulation, that this packaging will be 100% recyclable, and content and in their content will be not less than 30% of recycled content. It means that brand owner will ask manufacturers will ask recyclers to give for them very good quality material for such kind packaging producing, and recycler will ask sorters, please give for us very clean material. It means please give for us very clean waste material. And of course, sorters will ask collectors to supply for them such good quality plastic packaging waste. And collectors, of course, will ask all of us to take more care about our waste. And certification is one of the way which we see more and more becoming more and more popular, because we all need bigger traceability, bigger transparency, and of course trust between all of us. So today the main goal is to ask you to remember the name of Recyclas, as Recyclas gives free schemes of certification. Recyclability mostly is important for brand owners. Recycled plastic has two certificates. One is for recyclers, another is for manufacturers of plastic packaging. And also the last goal, please remember us. And if you have the questions, if you need the help, we are there to help you. Please don't hesitate. Please ask us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for this presentation. Actually, I just checked our Slido. We already have 2 questions, so you can start preparing. I will not tell which questions do you have. But now I think we can go with our next presentation, that we have asked a company from Latvia, Iterum, to show, I would like to say, their experience, their way, how their journey in this audit, in this implementation. Do you see the value of this? Was it easy? Was it hard? Please share your experience, show your user case.
Okay. Hi to everybody. My name is Lana Ozola and I represent Iterum. And we are PET recycling company based here in Latvia. And about the term, of course, we want to say also about us. So our mission is to make environmental well-being and reusable resources a priority for everyone. And this means sustainability is not just a goal, it shares responsibility for all of us. And our vision is to make sustainable resource use a natural choice for each person. And we want sustainability to be simple, accessible, and part of everyday decisions for individuals and also for businesses. We are proud to be #1 PET recycling company here in Baltics with over 240 employees, with customers in more than 25 countries. And with 20 years of experience, we combine technology, knowledge, and also strong partnerships. And we are following integrated quality management systems. We are certified to quality, environment, energy, health and safety, and food safety. And this year, in spring, we also achieved 2 important recycle certificates. One of them is recycling process certificate for PET flakes, and another is traceability certificate for pellets. And these certificates altogether confirm our commitment to safety, to quality, and also compliance to legislation. Last year, we made a strategic move by relocating our factory operations from Jelgava to Olaine, and this allowed us to bring all operations under one roof and to prepare for future growth by combining advanced technology, strong culture, and deep industry experience. Our plant is around 65,000 square meters, and it is one of the largest industrial buildings here in Latvia, and also a leading PET recycling facility in Northern Europe. So, as I mentioned in previous slide, everything in our factory now is happening under one roof, and we divide our process in 2 parts. First is production of flakes, and during this stage we recycle 100% of PET bottle, and in the end we are getting PET flakes. And second part of our production is pellet production, and we are using a Starringer line, which is the most advanced technology in Europe. And in the end, we are having these PET pellets, which fully complies with customers' specifications and also legal requirements. So in this slide, you can see that we can offer a wide range of recycled products. And these are pellets, these are flakes, and also byproducts like cups, like agglomerate. Agglomerate is produced from labels, for example. And our technology allows to create custom solutions for different clients and also industries. And PET, this recycled PET, can be used to make a lot of different products, not only PET bottles, but also trays, bricks, toys, some textile, and other products. So this shows how recycling supports circular economy and reduce waste. So, and if we are talking about packaging regulation, that yes, as Živila said, it sets ambitious goals for recyclability, traceability, and also recycled content in packaging by year 2030. And to meet these goals, we must ensure high quality input for recycling adapt to design to recycling criteria and also maintain stable pellet properties despite of changing material streams. And for the Teron, this regulation is especially important as our clients must include a mandatory share of recycled PET in their packaging, and often this product comes from our factory, and after use, this packaging returns to us for mechanical treatment, and this creates a closed loop. However, this loop also brings challenges because material quality may decrease, especially color. Bottles in future might become darker, and this affects also the material quality in the recycling loop, as clarity and consistency of the flakes also impacts the final product pellets. And also, if collection system becomes more limited and focuses only to Europe market, the input material may be less diverse and harder to process in future. But recycle certification help us to assess recyclability and material consumption. It ensures traceability and transparency and prove compliance with Europe standards. And our journey to get this recycle certificate was not easy. Actually, we started last year in August, and but as I said before, that we moved our plant. We also implemented new ERP system in our factory, and it was challenging time for us, also for auditors. But in spring this year, so in February, we got this first certificate for flakes, about recycling process certificate, and in March also traceability certificate for pellets. And Recyclas has very great online tools, yes, and for example, you can find there some guidelines for your sphere where you are working. Also, there is good and user-friendly audit tool, and Recyclas is recognized across Europe. So we believe that also other companies should follow this path and to be more ready for year 2030, as this year is coming quite fast. And if we are talking about this packaging regulation, it is not only challenges, it is also a great opportunity, because it is an opportunity to improve recycling, to reduce waste, and build stronger circular economy across Europe. And at Iterum, we believe that recycle certification is a key step for companies to go to this goal, and as it helps us ensure quality, transparency, and compliance with legislation. And with this certification, we can share our knowledge and experience. We also can build trust and in recycled materials, and also create a more sustainable future for Latvia and beyond. Thank you a lot.
Yes, thank you very much for these two very interesting presentations. And actually, we have also some questions. But I will ask you now a provocative question. Will go to Lana. And such interesting person in the history, Neil Armstrong, the person who was the first who stepped the first step on the moon. And his magical saying, this is a small step from the human, but this is a huge jump for humanity. After doing all these audits, after doing this implementation, what you can say about yourself? Is it a small step towards sustainability, or it is a huge jump towards the sustainability goals, and not only 2030, but also looking farther, 2035?
So, actually, for us, this was a small step because we are in process for next step because we are in certification process to get module A1 and A2 certificates, yes. So for us, this was just beginning. It's like a never-ending story. But for sustainability, of course, it is important. And this certification is necessary to be more, that the market is more transparent, yes, and we want to be part of it. And this certification is necessity not only for us, but actually the requirement came from our customers who asked for this.
So pretty much it's a developing of new value chain, starting from very beginning and then with end users, with the public, with the society that will use these products that are packaged in recyclable recyclable packaging. One more question to Lana, again a bit provocative. She is an auditor. And what can you say? Is she a friend of the company or the enemy of the company? And then the similar question will be to this Živile, but the opposite side. How does it the company?
I can surely say that no auditor is unfriendly. So of course we are not friends, but it's a great cooperation. And they were very supporting in this certification process because we had a lot of questions as I jumped in recyclers in last moment. Actually, I had my own other job things which I did before. So I think we were not the easiest customer for EcoGrant, but our cooperation was really good. They answered to our questions.
Živile, what you can say about the company? Was it hard to work with them?
But first, I would like to start from the Recycla scheme. Like I show in presentation, Recycla is quite new in the market from 2018. So it means that we don't have, like market, don't have a lot of experiences. And for example, the companies cannot to collect experiences from others because, let's say, in the Latvian market, it is only some companies which have Recycla certification. So for company really is big challenges. For us, like for auditors, I would like also to mention, if you would like to become the Recycla auditor, you have to have a lot of knowledges, huge experiences. For example, we, before becoming the Recycla auditors, we have our own business in collecting, in sorting, in recycling, and also manufacturing the plastic packaging. So we know very well the scheme as we were, like Lana and their company are at this moment. So company Ethereum was a normal customer for us. I cannot to say that they are like very hard or very easy because the process itself it's quite complicated and need a lot of engineering minding. So I have to say for Lana, huge thank for her patience because she was like connection between all team in Ethereum and us with all these requirements.
No, I can imagine 300 pages, it is not 3 pages.
300 pages is for packaging and packaging-based regulation. For Recycla schemes and for knowledges, if you will put it, maybe it will be more.
3 million?
I don't know. The great thing is that Recycla, for example, like I mentioned for recyclability, we have online tool with explanation, it is very easy for customers to use it.
Okay, good. You started. I don't know are you also reading our Slido, but we have 7 questions. And actually the first question is it complicated to do this online tool?
It depends what job you are doing in your company. For example, if you are technologist or if you are a wholesaler of packaging material, it will be not so difficult because you know a lot of sensitive things like glue, like inks, like name of a material. So it will be not so difficult. However, if you, for example, if you are not involved in this market, of course, it will be some challenges.
Lana, how about you?
You can to have, when you go through this online tool, you will find the explanation.
Like tips and tricks.
Yes.
Lana, what you can say, was it complicated? No? You said that you used online tool.
Yeah, but more I was talking about audit online tool.
Ah.
Of course, maybe my colleagues use some of Recycle's online tools they are offering in their homepage, but about their tool, it is also that they have a part where is written all guidances for every scheme we can get, and there's also some handbooks for producers. So I didn't try these online tools except audit tools, but audit tool was also very easy to use. As you see the progress, you see all the plan, from zero to the end, and in which step is your audit in the correct moment.
Okay, thank you very much for this comment. Then we have next question, but I will not say that this is question. This is like a statement. Recyclable question is expensive. So maybe the recyclable products is expensive, the person means, or the recyclable packaging is expensive. Is it so?
I think that recycled material will be more expensive as virgin material, at least now what we see in market, yes.
Right.
But we can choose. We can use this virgin material and to do nothing with the end product, or we can recycle it, and in the future we can produce less waste.
So at the end of the day, for the society, it will be still less expensive as doing the recycle the not recyclable products.
I would like to add to Alana, we have to split 2 things, price and sustainability. If we are speaking about sustainability, we have to understand that it is another view, and we are speaking about the future which we will stay for our children. If we are speaking only about price, yes, it have to be a recyclable product more expensive, because it needs more knowledge, it needs more, it gives for market bigger value. So of course it have to be more expensive. And also, like you mentioned about taxes for recyclable products, it is less than for non-recyclable products. So market have to change their mind and start to think how to produce more and more recyclable products, which we can to reuse, repair, or recycle. Another future, we don't have the future.
Then don't give away microphone. There is a question. I think you was the person who mentioned about the greenwashing. And there is a question, what is greenwashing?
I will not say today the exact samples. However, let's go to the market, let's go to the shop, let's take from the shelf the product where is the packet in the packaging, and check what is written in this packaging. You will see that a lot of products, a lot of packaging is recyclable. You believe? I know. Because
After your presentation, no, I don't believe.
But I would like to say that everybody now can to write what he wants. Every packaging is green, every packaging is recyclable. A lot of packaging has recycled content. However, we both, I think, can to go and exactly to say, has this packaging recycled content or no? And sometimes it is very pity when you see that product is produced from virgin material. However, it is written that this product has recycled material, so it is greenwashing.
Okay.
That end users don't know the truth and don't have possibility to trust what it is written on the product.
Good. Because the next question is, no, you are reading our Slido definitely. It's because the next question is, do you think that perhaps we have to educate society first as they are consumers of all the products offered by the manufacturers? The question to both of you.
Can you repeat the question a little bit? Not here.
Do you think that perhaps we have to educate society, first as they are consumers of all the products offered by the manufacturers? So do we need to educate the society as they are the main consumers of all the products?
Yes, the first steps is education. Like for our children, we start from education, and also for our end customers, we need the education because we live long life in another way. We live in a linear economy, and now our economy, we have to change to the circular economy. So, of course, people don't know how to do it and need knowledges. And we, like the auditors, of course, the manufacturers, have to educate our end customers what to use, what better to use, and I will say only trusted certification can to help. Because, like mentioned before, we see a lot of sentences, a lot of information in our social media, and sometimes we miss our way because we don't have what is true, what is not true.
Okay, thank you very much, Lana. The same question. Do we need to educate the society?
Yes.
Or I can say, do we need to educate quadruple key stakeholders? So it means not only society, but also policy makers, also industry, also academia and research, not only the normal people that are walking around, everyone.
Yes, we need this education about recyclability and recycling because, for example, if in schools children know how to recycle material, in which recycle bin to put some product, then at home, parents not always know it. And if at home we are not separating waste correctly, it means for us like this company who recycle material that we sometimes got not quality product, source of product, yes. And also, let's say so, government also need to understand this necessity of recycling, of the circular economy, that maybe they become more flexible with maybe this taxes or some other gives some support for companies who recycle material and who use recycled material instead of some virgin material.
Good. Actually, you already started to answering on the last question what I was saving, but I will not tell it. But there is two more questions. Pretty much there is 3 questions left. The one thing is what I will join these two questions. They are asked in Latvian. In Latvian it sounds, the first question, vai tas neietekmēs cenas? It means, I assume, the person who was asking, the source of this question is, will this recyclable material have any influence on the prices of the end product? And you already answered on this partly. And then there is one more similar question is, in Latvian it sounds, vispār jau mani kā patērētāji tā baigi neuztrauc, ka tad produkts saržos man interesē izdevīgi nopirkt. The translation in English would sound that for me as a customer, I don't care about the product, how it is produced. I am more interested to buy it effectively for me, cheap, I mean. So partly you answered on this question. Maybe you have some comments what to add to these two questions. Or no, or we can go with the last question. Okay, then we go to the last question. And the last question is, of course, about the money. What is the situation with government financing for these activities? And maybe I will add something not only with national government financing, but also are there any EU funds available, EU projects, EU initiatives, not only national? Let's look on this a bit more wide. Who will be the first one?
I will try. Yes, as we have Green Deal from 2019. So Green Deal is one of the goal of the European Union, and the customers have to check. I don't know about Latvia, but in Lithuania, I think the same is in Latvia as we are in European Union. We have some funds and we have some projects which companies can to apply and to get the financial support from the government. For example, at this moment, Lithuania is open one of the tool exactly for certification.
Okay, Lannon, from your side, any comments? Maybe you have used some of these grants.
As far as I know, our company haven't used some of these grants, so we'll be not able to comment more.
Okay, then I think this was the last question, and according to the timing, I think we have also pretty much on time. Dear ladies, thank you very, very much for today. It was really very nice to have you, and maybe sorry for some questions that was not so easy to answer, and from my side about these provocative questions, and thank you very much for today. Thank you.